The Jeffrey Epstein case is a chilling and complex tale of power, wealth, and unrelenting abuse that spans across decades. At its core is Jeffrey Epstein, a financier whose seemingly untouchable lifestyle and connections allowed him to perpetuate heinous acts under the surface of a sparkling facade. Epstein was born into a middle-class family in Brooklyn, New York, but it wasn't long before he climbed the social ladder. With an innate charm and an unyielding drive, he built connections with some of the world's most influential people: politicians, celebrities, and royalty. He started his financial career at Bear Stearns before founding his own investment company, J. Epstein & Co., in 1981. Behind this veil of success, however, lurked a sinister truth. In the early 2000s, whispers began to circulate about Epstein's illicit activities. Rumors spoke of young girls being trafficked, coerced, and abused on Epstein's private island and various properties, including his Manhattan mansion and his Palm Beach estate. These young victims were lured with promises of modeling careers or financial aid for their education, only to be caught in his web. In 2005, the Palm Beach Police Department initiated an investigation after the parents of a 14-year-old 14-year-old girl reported Epstein had molested her. This investigation uncovered a shocking pattern that involved numerous young victims and powerful individuals who seemed to protect Epstein at all costs. In 2008, Epstein reached a controversial plea deal with federal prosecutors in Florida, pleading guilty to soliciting a minor for prostitution. This deal, orchestrated by then U.S. Attorney Alexander Acosta, granted Epstein minimal jail time. He served 13 months in a private wing of a county jail with work release privileges. And, notably, his crimes were significantly downplayed, leaving his alleged network unprosecuted. Despite this conviction, Epstein continued to circulate within elite circles, his power seemingly unscathed. It wasn't until a 2018 investigative report by the Miami Herald that public outrage reached a boiling point. The report highlighted the leniency Epstein received and brought new attention to the victims' stories. The pressure mounted, leading to Epstein's arrest in July 2019 on federal charges of sex trafficking minors in Florida and New York. The evidence was damning: a cache of incriminating photographs, detailed testimonies from numerous victims, and a network of enablers who facilitated his grotesque operations. Activists, survivors, and angry citizens demanded justice. But just as hope was bubbling at the surface, the case took an unexpected and tragic twist. On August 10, 2019, Epstein was found dead in his cell at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York City. His death was ruled a suicide by hanging, but it spurred countless conspiracy theories, partly due to the prison's multiple failures. Malfunctioning cameras, lack of guard rounds, and his removal from suicide watch against normal protocol. Epstein's demise left a murky trail of unanswered questions. How did he amass such wealth and power? Who else was involved in his sprawling network? And perhaps most haunting of all, how many more victims were there? While Epstein might have met his end, his case opened a Pandora's box that implicated many high-profile figures, sparking demand for systemic change within justice and law enforcement systems. The Epstein case, though grim and winding, serves as a stark reminder of the perils of unchecked power and abuse, highlighting the resilience and courage of survivors who continue to seek justice against all odds. The full extent of his connections and the magnitude of his crimes may never be fully uncovered, leaving a chilling legacy of a man whose life was both a mirage of affluence and an abyss of unrepentant crime.